Please come down. I think I'm falling on a road. I think it's hell. I've been around the globe of nowhere, and I'm trying to fulfill. I cried out, heaven save me, but I'm down to one last breath. With it, let myself hold me now, 'cause I'm 6 feet from the end, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet is so far down. So this guitar, I bought it for him a couple Christmases ago. It's pretty sweet. The power went out the other night over here. Had a storm, and we sat around and played with guitars, and I was singing that, and my wife was like, and then it actually got to the point where she was kind of into it. So anyways, thought I would bless you guys with that Creed cover. House for You Reed, dedicated to Record Reed. Anyways, got a lot of really cool stuff this week. My wife is out at the grocery store, and my son is running around in the background, so you'll hear him come and go probably. But it's about 8 a.m. over here, and just been busy. We've been remodeling our kitchen by ourselves, so it's been fun. I don't like it. I don't like doing remodeling stuff, but Emily wanted to do that. And well, I mean, to be honest, I'm doing very little of it. I'm doing the grunt work. She's doing all the detailed stuff, so it's not too bad. It's fun. It's fun to do it yourself, but not too much. I don't really, I would rather just like hire somebody to do it, but she wants to do it, and it's saving money, but she, it's cool, and it's more personal when you've done it yourself. You know what I mean? Like most of this record room, like half of it I did myself, and half of it I had a buddy help me. So, but it, as long as it holds my records and plays my music, I'm fine with it. All right, I'm gonna lose you guys if I don't show some records here. Got some really cool stuff this week, and then I'm just showing a few that I've been listening to also. Really excited about these. So, how many of you know who this man is? This man is Father Yod. So, long story, I haven't seen the documentary in a while, but there's a documentary called The Source Family. And it's about this cult called The Source Family. And they had this weird, crazy California cult back in the 70s. Basically, it started off, there was a restaurant called The Source Family. I think it was called The Source Family. I might be butchering this. Go watch the documentary if you want the real facts, but that's what I remember. And they started a cult. Basically, this guy was the head of everything, and all the cult members worked in this this restaurant in Los Angeles. It was this like hippie, vegan, whatever restaurant. You know how, it seems like that's the way it was. And so they eventually moved on, and they got their own like little commune, and it is some far out crazy cult stuff. It's really cool, but they made some records too. And so like part of the cult was Sky Saxon was in the cult from the Seeds, and this guy, I can't remember his name right now, but he was in the band Fields, psychedelic band Fields. He was in the band, so or he was in the cult and also in the band. So there's a bunch of musicians, artsy type people in the cult, obviously. So they had a psychedelic band, and they go around and play colleges and stuff to recruit people to get in their cult. It's pretty crazy. But some of the music is like more blues rock, and Father Yod is the lead singer, right? And he's singing like a mixture of Elvis and Jim Morrison and a little Danzig in there. And it's all out there stuff, man. It's crazy. This might not be a record that you would listen to because it's really good, but you just listen to for the amusement of it. It is cool, man. It's really cool. But a friend of mine has a shop in Portland called Biscuits and Vinyl, and he somebody that was originally in the Source Family I can't remember the person's name. That he told me the person's name. I probably shouldn't share it anyways. But they actually started out the cult washing dishes in the restaurant, and they sold their collection to him. And he had a few, and he sold me this one, which is so freaking cool. Look at the back cover, amazing. So, and then this is the that's the label. Don't let them slide out. These were still sealed, so that's one side of the label, and that's the other. And I opened this one up and listened to it. The other one I haven't listened to yet, but anyways, this is the Yahuwah 13. If you want to look it up, look up the Source family. Look up Father Yod, Y-O-D. And then the band is Yah, Y-A, Ho, H-O, W-A-Wah 13, Yahuwah 13. And it's just cool stuff, man. So that's some of their records go for like $2,000. They're crazy. These aren't quite as rare, but they're still really rare and very cool, and I can't believe I have them. So anyways, this one is the second one I got from Cowholtic. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this one's still sealed. I'm going to open it and listen to it. But it's got this little flyer in the back. And it says, Cowholtic is an energy. Scientists estimate that its radiance will excel Halley's Comet 50 times ahead to the 100,000 miles in diameter, and its tail spin 100 million miles in space. It will appear again. That will not appear again for another 80,000 years. So it's that back in the 70s, I can't remember how to pronounce it, but like a bunch of bands talked about this. It's like some comet that only came around every 80,000 years. I know there's a Pink Floyd bootleg that talks about, like, it's something about it. But anyways, so this is another one. This one's actually, I think, a little bit better. This one's a little bit more psychedelic and stuff. Like, you could listen to this as a psychedelic record and not really think much about it being affiliated with a cult. So I don't know how many records they have. They probably have like 7 or something like that. But some of them are really weird, really out there. Look it up on Discogs. Pretty crazy stuff. So really excited to get those. I've been, it's one of those things, the ones that are like $2,000, unless I found one somewhere for cheap, I probably won't ever have that one. The odds of that happening in North Carolina are very slim. Could happen. Crazier things have happened, but I just I'm not going to pay that much money for that record. But those were reasonably priced enough to where I could pull the trigger on them. But I've always wanted them just because the story's so crazy. I mean, you guys know I have the Charles Manson record and a couple other like cult records I really like. Maybe I'll do an episode one day on just all the cult records that I have. But those are cult classics. Dad joke of the day. So you guys have known about this record probably. It's called Zior or Zior. I think it's Zior. Anyways, really killer hard rock. UK hard rock. This is an original press. Got this last year for a steal of a deal on eBay. These go for like $300. I think I got it for like $80 or $100. It was a crazy deal. Middle of the night, crazy deal type of thing. So, this is a weird story, but this is a really great record. Love it so much. I've been wanting so before they're called Zior, they were a band called The First Monument. I've been wanting this record for a really long time. It doesn't really come up very much. And a lot of people don't know that it's exactly the same band, Zior. It was before they changed their name. They were really far out there. They had live shows that were just like mind-blowing, apparently. And they didn't think The First Monument was a great name. Or I guess the name of the band was just Monument. But I guess they thought Zior was shrouded more in mystery. Little known fact, this cover was shot by the same photographer that did Black Sabbath's self-titled album. You can probably see that, but that's just like a crazy. That's a goat out in the middle of this brush. It's like got big horns. It looks like there's a baby riding it. It's hard to see from this video, but anyways, so I've been wanting this one for a while because it was before they changed the name to Zior and they were just called Monument at the time. And they only made them in the UK and I think Germany. This is an original UK press. This was on eBay, and I was watching it, and crazy. I was sitting there. I was out in the middle of nowhere. I was running an errand. My truck has no AC, by the way. I don't know if you know this about my truck. I drive a really old truck. It's not really old, but it's rough around the edges. My truck's probably not worth $500, but I like it, and so there's no reason to get a nice one. But anyways, it has no AC, and it was like 90 degrees, and I looked down and I got the notification on my phone that the auction was coming down on this thing. So I pulled over, slapped on a bid. Well, see, like, so on eBay, I don't know if you, or when you're bidding, it has that timer and it's counting down. Well, the timer was all messed up because my service was so bad that the timer wouldn't even count right. And I was like down to the last like 20 seconds. And so I just put in my max bid and was like, forget it. And they said it was G+, so I wasn't expecting too much. I just wanted a copy. Got this sucker for $21. Okay, these usually go for like $150. Got it for $21. And I will say the G+ is a very, very conservative grading. I would say it's VG. I don't know, but it plays VG+. But the cover or the vinyl itself, the surface looks VG. There's some light scuff and stuff like that, but it's not bad. It plays really strong, and so got a steal of a deal on that one too. Thrilled to have it. Really cool. All that. So coming up, I have a anniversary sale. I do it every year at the shop, and I try to drop a ton of killer stuff. I've got a lot of really good stuff planned, but I try to make it better every year. So last year is going to be hard to top. I hit this killer collection right before we did the drop, and I had some amazing stuff last year. I mean, mind-blowing stuff. People drove from New York, Florida, all over to come. It was nuts. So anyways, I'm trying to match that same, or I want to make it even better this year. I've got a lot of really good stuff. I got a lot of mind-blowing stuff this year, but I'm just like going all out trying to find not just records, but like rare stuff you don't ever see in shops type of stuff. So I've got like, I got some like Bathory LPs. I've got some Sabotage. I'm coming from a buddy of mine that sold me some of his collection. Some like original Metallica stuff, Velvet Underground Nico. I got 2 copies of Velvet Underground Nico. It'll be on the wall. Got a original Maggot Brain. I got some really cool stuff. I'm trying to think of. I've got some Zamrock stuff that is coming in that I'm going to be putting in the shop. So a lot of really cool stuff. So if you have anything that you want to sell for my anniversary sale, hit me up. But so I've been on eBay trying to find some cool records that, decent deals to where I can make a little bit of money. And so in the course of that, I've also found a bunch of records that I want for myself, and I bought them. So I bought one Mega Grail, and I'm telling you, it is killer. It popped up in the middle of the night the other night. I got up to use the bathroom, and I obviously, checked eBay. And I don't know what that was. And I saw this record, and it was one of those things like, when you see it, you just have to buy it. I mean, so I'm pulling a ton of stuff out of my collection. I don't know if you can see that the cubes are a little bit. I've taken some out. I pulled about 100 records out of my collection to sell. Just the way I justified it was, I'm going to buy this one killer record. It's the second most I've ever spent on a record, and it's just killer. So when it comes in, you'll see it. I'll make a big deal about it because it's something that's just nuts. But anyways, so I pulled out a ton of stuff from my collection, and I'm still pulling stuff out for the anniversary sale. And anyway, so when I was on eBay, I got this. This is Lamont Johnson 9. And so Lamont Johnson, he was a bass player for Brainstorm. It's like a boogie funk outfit in the 80s. But he, probably 70s, I guess. Really killer bass player. I have another one of his records I showed a few weeks ago. This one I've been wanting. It's a lot harder to get. This one has like a real library feel to it. It is really, really funky, really killer. This is an amazing record. I really am stoked to have this one. So Lamont Johnson 9. That one's really good. I've been listening to this. I've had it for a long time, but this is Alice in Chains, self-titled. My son, he's about to turn 6. He's always like, I'm gonna listen to the doggy record, and he's never said, why does that dog only have 3 legs? He's just like wants to listen to the doggy record. I don't know if he's not noticed. I don't know. But anyways, we listen to this record and he really likes it and I really like it too. It's funny, like the stuff that he really likes, it's like, that's kind of weird that you like that, but okay. Like for a 5-year-old to be like, hey, let's listen to Alice in Chains, like, all right, that sounds good. But oh my gosh, this is a killer record. This is an original. I pull it out every once in a while. Just, I don't know what it is about Alice in Chains. Their whole like, it's like downer grunge, man. Their whole aesthetic, just the way you feel when you listen to it, it's just like, so good. I got this. Somebody traded this in the other day. So I was listening to Pearl Jam 10. It was the anniversary of their debut, like maybe a week or so ago. And I was listening to it, and I was like, man, I need to pick up that double LP because there's a remaster on the second LP. So there's like, I think one LP is the original mix, and then the second LP is a remaster. The original mix is the remaster sounds better. And so like that day that I was thinking that, someone traded one in, it was really weird. And so I've been listening to that. I just was blaring it on my system at home a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if I showed this. I think I might have shown it last week, but this is Ricky Banda. You see it, he has another record that you see a decent amount. This one you don't really ever see. It's called Kachova Njuga, I believe is how you pronounce it, but really cool, funky Zamrock. Amazing. I uploaded this on Find This Record, my other YouTube channel. This is a killer record. One a lot of people don't know about, is not talked about very much, but this is a fantastic Zamrock record, and I uploaded it, so go listen to it. My Find This Record page isn't getting much love, y'all. And, you know, my feelings aren't hurt. It's just like, this one I also upload on there. This is called Kabasa. This is a Zambian, like funk, boogie funk. It looks like it would just be like straight up African chants and stuff because of the cover. It's not. It's real funky. It's a boogie funk record. And this, you always, like, they come around, but they're trashed. This is like near mint, super clean, never happens. So I uploaded it on Find This Record as well, and nobody's watching it because the cover looks lame, but it's not. It is funky and it's killer. All right, keep moving on. Street of Dreams, Grant Green. I got a little bit of jazz here that I was going to show, if that's all right. I do collect jazz. When I see it, I get it. I don't really seek it out too hard, but a friend of mine was selling this, and I traded him something with some cash to get this. But super clean, original mono, really nice record, man. Grant Green, Elvin Jones. I mean, it's a banger, man. I mean, come on. Larry Young, Bobby Hutcherson. It's I listened to this the other day. Was very pleased. I've been wanting one for a while. And then this is a really cool one. When Farmer Met Grice. This is an original 50th Street label. Yeah, really cool mellow jazz. It's got a little bit of just a little bit of stank. I like it that way. Really, really nice record. This, yeah, like I said, original prestige, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Really rare Art Pepper Quartet. This is the original on the Black Tampa label. Really good stuff. This is a tough one to find. This one's probably, I don't know, the disc looks G plus to VG, but it plays like a tank. I mean, it really, there's not even a whole lot of noise on it. I don't even know how it's possible. But yeah, that's a really killer one. Another one's tough to get. This one I've been wanting for a while. This is Mud Crutch. So you guys, I'm sure you know about this. This is Tom Petty's original band. They reassembled in like 2007 to make this record. This is the, I guess, 2007, 2008 press, something like that. But the original press of this, which was, they were making records back then, but not like a whole lot. So really cool. This is pretty rare. But somebody brought that in the shop the other day and traded it in. This one's cool. This was recorded in '94. This is Malim Mahamoud Ghania. I don't know. But it says with Pharoah Sanders, so I threw it on. And it's really cool. There's some weird moments, some like avant-garde. Obviously, if it's got Pharoah Sanders on it, you know, it's going to happen. But it's really cool. But it's him and Pharoah Sanders. Like I said, '94. This is the first time I think it's been on vinyl. I think this was issued 2019. But yeah, somebody traded this in and I threw it on. Really liked it. But yeah, it's there's some weird stuff. It's got some free jazz moments, all that stuff. But I do like that from time to time. This one, kind of a little bit of a weird cover, you know. This is Amorica by the Black Crowes. A friend of mine sold this to me in a batch of stuff. This is the original on white vinyl. I had the reissue of it, so I'm selling my reissue and keeping this one. But love Black Crowes. I mean, come on. I've got a lot of the originals. I gotta go back there and see, but most of the originals I have. So that's pretty cool. Megadeth Peace sells, but who's buying? You know, I don't have any Megadeth records in my collection. I've got a little cube of metal stuff. Basically, if I want to listen to metal, I'll reach for one. You know what I mean? The Iron Maidens and stuff. You know, I've got some Sabotage. I've got some Iron Maiden in there. Got, you know, Metallica. Got some Pantera, stuff like that. So that usually scratches my metal itch if I gotta have it. But just I've been liking this one, listening to it a good bit. I thought I had another Megadeth one in here somewhere. I'm not gonna show that one. Shoot, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. This Keith Christmas, I had this in my sell pile, and then I listened to it. I was like, man, I should better keep that. This is a original UK. The cover looks pretty lame, if I'm being honest, but really good, like acoustic singer-songwriter stuff. I've talked about this record a lot. This is Joni Mitchell, Don Juan's Reckless Daughter, and this is a white label promo. I already have a copy of this, but this is a promo, so I'm probably gonna swap it out. But if you haven't heard this record, Jaco Pastorius plays bass on here. It's just killer stuff. I mean, you know, you've got the era of Joni where it's, you know, clouds and blue and all that stuff, and it's real beautiful, delicate female singer-songwriter type stuff. But then you got like some of that Jaco Pastorius jazz fusion, Joni Mitchell. It's just weird, not in a bad way. It's just like a weird mixture of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's really good. Got this Runaways. This is the gatefold original. I did not have an original with the gatefold. The one I had was just a single jacket. So swap those out in my collection. Wild Butter, I've been wanting this for a while. Somebody got me on a Whatnot auction and I got this, but kind of a psychedelic soul type thing. Somebody came in and traded these in. I'm gonna give them a listen. You know, I've got the Beatles. You can't see it, but it's right here. The Beatles Mo-Fi box set, and these are the 2017 monos. So got the Revolver, got the Beatles White Album, which this one's really cool because it's a top loader like the original UK is. I've got an original UK mono of that as well, but the Please Please Me and Beatles for Sale. Yeah, cool stuff. I mean, gonna listen to those. I mean, I've heard that's the best best versions of those. So a friend of mine came, visited from, he's got a shop in Georgia somewhere. I can't remember the name of the town, but it's B&T Records. Really nice guy, but he comes up like maybe once or twice a year and brings me some stuff and we trade. So this is the Insect Trust, which is it's not like a really expensive record, but it's a psychedelic record I always wanted when I first started collecting psych. I never found one. So, you know, it's probably worth like $40, something like that. It's not really expensive or anything, but it's just been one I've been wanting for a long time. I have a reissue of it, so I don't know. I never went on eBay and got one, and they're not really that expensive or anything. I just never did. So this is Pentagram Last Rites, autographed by Bobby Liebling and some other fellers. But he knew that I like Pentagram, so He brought me that. This is a really kind of cool Queen white label promo. Really nice copy. I don't have any Queen in my collection at all. So I do like Queen. I just, I get so many other records. They come and go all the time. So unless it's something special, I've not found any that are real special. So I just, yeah, this one's cool. So white label promo. Can't, their first record, can't beat that. And this is the Ronettes. This is, I had a copy that was probably G+. This one is like flawless, near mint. Just look at that. Look at that. Ooh. But yeah, just real classic female pop. Be My Baby. That's the one that's just like such a classic track. But that's a beautiful record. So anyways, that's just kind of where we are here this week. I got some guitar hooks. I've been hanging my guitars on the wall. I've been trying to clean up the room. Like half the room is looking pretty good. The other half of the room is still moving in type stuff. So anyways, what were some of the other songs I was singing? That's not it. This is like a, I don't know, half scale guitar, but would I still believe there's something left for me? So please come and stay with me. Would I still believe there's something left for you and me, for you and me, for you and me? Hold me now, 'cause I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking. Hold me now, 'cause I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking, baby, 6 feet ain't so far down. It's for you, Record Read.